Hello Intertubers, and welcome to the third episode of me playing Deuteros. So... Oh right, because at the end of the last episode, it made me swap discs. So I gotta swap them back. It's these guys again. We are monitoring all of your transmissions in an attempt to understand your language. This message shall be repeated until we're able to communicate fluently. There is a subject of great importance we must discuss. Well, anyway, when we left off, I just chased the Methanoids out of the solar system. However, there are 8 more solar systems, presumably riddled with Methanoids, that are going to be attacking us. So the real war starts here, and I think it's briefly worth mentioning the rules of war, or at least the rules that I'm going to fight by. Okay, so here are the rules. Rule number 1: falling to victory is not allowed. This one is going to need some explanation. So here we are at the start of the war, and I'm currently researching drone fleet control computer. Okay. Now I guess I can research the drone while I'm building one. Currently at Ganymede. And I'll take the captain out for this. So here's the trick. We're currently at Ganymede. That means we need 4 tons of fuel to get to Jupiter. Can I get exactly 4? Right. And it should cost me 1 to launch. Perfect. And I'll go to Jupiter, and I guess I need to build another one of these. So, what happens when you run out of fuel? Well, you still get there, and you end up in the falling state. Now, if I were to advance time once more, the ship would crash into Jupiter and be destroyed. But what I can do is dock, and it'll let me. You get 1 turn to dock, and that's the exploit. The falling state bypasses what should happen, and what I should, of course, be getting attacked here. So I click on advance time once more. Can't do a damn thing about that. Right, so get drone researched, so... Research SDM, and now we do exactly the same thing. Can I get exactly 4 tons? Bit fiddly, but I can. So again, 1 ton to launch and 4 tons to go from Jupiter to... Oh, I'm an idiot. Needs to be exactly 8. So 7 would do. Okay. So 7 tons out of the 8 tons that we need to go to Uranus. Falling again. Dock. So not only do we capture the station, but we also capture all the drones that it's been building. Okay, and we're back. Rule number 2. All new factories must be built in one day. The reason for this is to avoid an accidental exploit, if you like. You see, the Methanoids attack in a certain way. They'll start at the outer systems like Pluto, then Neptune, they'll move inwards. And they attack in a predictable order, going from outside planets to inside planets and from outside moons to inside moons. So the question is, what happens if there is a half-built factory in their path? And the answer is, they'll politely wait for you to finish it. Forever. Which in practice means that you can just sacrifice 1 out of 16 factory slots to a half-built factory and completely shut down the Methanoid's ability to attack you, which is bullshit. So I won't be doing that. And it's really not a huge imposition to build factories in one day, particularly with star-class galleons with 6 pod slots, because 2 of those can carry 8 pods for an instant factory. So 2 more now. Late reconquest is mostly not allowed. Late reconquest is just waiting for the Methanoids to capture an orbital factory and capture it back. I mean, I say mostly here because I might just get caught out of position, but I'll try not to. And in any case, if I'm not planning to lose a factory, then I won't be able to, beam all the resources away in time. So that's probably punishment enough. But a related exploit called "You Work For Me" is definitely not allowed. So here's a demonstration of that one. So here we are. Some point after winning the war for Sol, and Pluto is under attack. I have a fleet at Triton which can get there in 4 days, which is exactly fast enough. So I'm going to wait 1 day and then send the fleet. This means it will arrive late. So, here's the trick. When the Methanoids invade a factory, if they take it over, they'll just place a garrison of 50 fighters there, which is pretty damn easy to deal with. But that's not all. In addition to later reconquest, I'm going to demonstrate late docking, or the "You Work For Me" exploit. So we wait, and see the Methanoids attack from the outside of the solar system inwards. So since they already hold Pluto, the next time... What's this? Yeah, whatever. Should probably research that. Doesn't really matter for demonstration purposes. Actually, Uranus should be throwing all its drones at Neptune. Right, yeah. So Methanoids attack from outside in. Since they have Pluto, what they'll go for next would be Neptune, and they also attack from the outside in along the moons, so they're hitting Triton. Now I could go save it, what I'm actually going to do is dock at Pluto. And we will find that for the few days while I've been sitting here, they built drones! They built 22 drones! So I now pick up these drones, which results in me having more drones than I started with. And then I go to Triton, where I will of course be late again. so late that they built some drones. They have 52 now. But that's kind of beside the point. Like once again, this fight is a complete stomp. And I can just keep on doing this, gaining slightly more drones than I lose each time. And all it's really costing me is 2 factory slots. Okay, back. And there is one more rule, which is... Alright, 2 more rules. I will attempt realistic defense. That just means I'm going to have... even though I know what order the Methanoid's attacking, I'm going to pretend that I don't. Which means I need to be able to defend... any orbital factory within 4 days before it's captured. Now that doesn't actually mean you have to have an admiral and 200 drones guarding everywhere. It means you have to have a few admirals guarding that can reach places, but you only need one set of 200 drones because that can be M.T.X'd about. And the final rule, no magical SDM use. Another demonstration is needed here, I think. So, here we are, sometime after the war, and Triton is attacked. And I never built a self-destruct mechanism. You know, I could have done, because I certainly invented it, but I never did. So, what you do here is you go to the main factory screen and advance time for 4 days. Or is it 5 days? Yeah, and the factory's been taken, but for some reason these icons are still here. And yeah, and for some really weird reason, even though this icon is blank, if I mouse over it, it says self-destruct. So yeah, you can let the enemy capture and then use the self-destruct to blow the factory up. Now, if I already had a self-destruct built at Triton, I would consider that to be legitimate. But since I didn't, that feels like bullshit. It's exploiting the Methanoid's ability to instantly bring any factory up to Methanoid standard, which includes the self-destruct. But I think it's bullshit. Okay, well, we're back, and that's all the rules, so now I'm going to go back to playing the game. Yeah, so most of those are not a huge imposition. I will say, if you want to play this game, play it however you like, except for the falling exploit, because that one is just total bullshit. So anyway, we are currently researching starships. On top of that, I think it would be a good idea to get some guys trained up. See, the first order of business, I think, is to get more orbital factories, like we currently have, 13? We're allowed 16. And also try to make things more defensible. See, it takes... You can defend an orbital factory if you can get there within 4 days. So the plan is to have one warship defending the Earth-Moon system, and unfortunately I'm going to have 2 defending Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Can't quite have that set up right now, but I will do soon. Where is my warship? Warship 1 Titan. That's going to Triton. Yeah. So there is an element of exploiting here, which I am prepared to do. There is only one orbital factory that I have that stands out as useless, and that is Pluto. Because it mines carbon, hydrogen, methane, palladium and platinum. Like, none of these big 3. It's also kind of tricky to defend because Pluto is out on its own. If I must defend Pluto, then I need to either have something at Pluto or have something at Neptune or one of its moons. There is, of course, an easy way to deal with the Pluto problem, which is just to transmit everything, and once that's all done, I'm just going to blow it up. In the meantime, I want to start building things. And this guy, I said I would have someone defending Earth-Moon system, so off you go to Earth. So the idea is, if someone attacks Earth, I can move him away from Earth in one day, and also beam all the drones over, and then bring him back to Earth. I mean, I will demonstrate that if it happens. But there's another thing I need to do. So one thing is worth noting. Now I have the matter transmitter. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are my trucks that are like automated cargo haulers. Well, they're completely useless, aren't they? Because I'm already trying to balance everything. So I'm going to have them set to complete cycle, and then... Oh, that's a warship. Right, so I actually only have 3. Oh no, this is a... No, that's a minor, fine. ACC is finishing. ACC is finishing. So, the idea here is I want to start building more orbital factories. I believe one of the best places is Titania. No, I was wrong. It's one of these moons. Oberon. Iron, titanium and aluminium. That's kind of irresistible to me. So first I'm looking at these, which are not Pluto, which I think are all set to build stuff. These 4 did not build anything, so they can build orbital factory sections. I also need to convert... Well, I'm going to need 5 ships in total. 3 of them will be... And since I have to do this all in one day, 3 of them will be orbital factory builders. And the other 2 will be cargo haulers. Let's see, how many tool pods do I have, and where are they? I have 3 at Triton for some reason. I'll briefly beam those over to Ganymede. And I'm also going to need pilots. So those are my pilots. One of them is sitting at the moon. One of them already has a ship. And one of them is at Leda. Triton. So that is all my iOS drones? Oh, pretty much. So let's see, because my target is Oberon, a moon of Uranus, I'll have everyone group up at Uranus. Yeah, this is the odd guy out. He's currently at Titan. Alright, I'll send the truck to Titan. Set the course to Uranus. Later, alright. Also set course to Uranus. Pretty conveniently, these 4 factories seem idle, so I will have them build. Oh, factory sections. How's the research coming on? Still haven't researched this Starship thingy. Whoa. Yeah, aluminium shortage is a bit of a problem. Titan. Hang on, let's do this right. I will somewhat reluctantly remove the captain from this warship. Really? Oh, right, yes. So that's a helpful way of reminding me that we've finished research on one thing. You researched the galleon, and a drone version is invented, which will matter, but for now we want the drive. And by the way, look at this thing. It's huge. 1585 tons. That's a lot. And yeah, still, it's the only way to travel between stars. So, you know, we will be using them. Hold on just a moment. Tool pod. I almost forgot something, which is we're gonna need Arnold Rimmer, who is currently stationed at Leda. So that guy I just sent from Leda to Uranus. You know what? I'll send this guy. He's closer to Leda. Wait, did I? I'm not the best there ever was at logistics. Let's just put it like that. Convenient. Just gonna refuel this guy. Oh, right, another truck. No, that's a miner. We're also going to need 2 more iOSs. Well, that's actually filling up the full set, right? Right, Titania has built 2. Send to Uranus. Oh, look at that. Drive's been researched, so also research fuel. So what do we have to say about this? 6 pod mountings, yeah, it's big, and star drive. It can do interstellar travel, requires fuel, but we are currently researching. Great. Uranus is a bad place to do this. So some more micromanagement. I'll feed Uranus aluminium from the moon. Right, Uranus now building ice chassis, great. Crap. Guess what I forgot to do? I'm going to defend it. Mostly because I said I would. Yeah, it's very fortunate that you get 4 days. Where are the tool pods? 1 up Ganymede 2. Triton. Right, I also need to like Ganymede, Titania. Yeah, this is a dirty trick, but right, so we're here. Yeah, their attack is 78. I mean, they will eventually get up to 200. But at this point I'm grateful for a very weak enemy that I can stop. Is Pluto completely useless? Yes, I think it is. So, yeah, well, that was fun, if pointless. So here's the reason for the 2 extras. Supply but out of stock. Come on. Well, Ganymede has 6, so yeah. Titania still building that one. It's going to need supply pods. Just checking, yeah, 3 orbital factories, 3 more, 1 more and a frame. That's not great. Maybe, since I have no better ideas, fuel. No tool pod, come on. Right, Leda has one. And this guy just became an admiral. I'm going to need to transport that guy somehow, but for the moment It's Oberon. I guess I should keep on piping drones to Triton. So this is how we build an orbital factory. So yeah, we build it all, in a single day. Then we dock these two iOSs. And the reason for this, I've dumped the fuel as well. The reason for this is that is exactly as much enough stuff to make the M.T.X. And once that's built, everything else can of course be beamed in. Okay, Captain, you can dock. Earth shuttle. Complete cycle. Research. Yep, we've researched fuel, so only the drone left to go. So if I just check. Yeah, looks like we've had fuel for about 8 days. Now, what's not building? Not a lot. Like that can build an R-frame. Also, what about a shuttle? Again, that doesn't need to be built anymore. Triton. Interesting. No one has a shuttle chassis. That's weird. But also Triton. I forgot about this. I need to bring Triton up to speed because it's not useless. It mines titanium. Except with zero derricks it doesn't. But I'm slightly surprised to see that I don't have a spare shuttle. I think I will do soon, but yeah. Titan. Right, shuttle chassis. Oberon is finished, so we just connect it to Uranus. Shuttle drive. No, R-frame. Okay. Triton has one. Ooh, and drones are still piling up quite nicely. I should also check. That's almost research, right? So Titan, Titania, and Oberon are idle. So yeah, that's the Star Drone. Again, very expensive in iron, titanium, and aluminium. Also, some of the precious metals it's using a lot of. It uses up silver and gold. Yeah, I'm trying to sneak in production of stuff in places that wouldn't normally be building an iOS drone. It's AOC. Also, yeah, I gotta remember that shuttle. What? Ooh, it's a new one. Allow us to introduce ourselves. We are a peaceful race. From a galaxy a long way away. Yeah, we've already made a contact with another race in your galaxy. And we see you're both at war. This is to be expected. We too have found them to be dishonourable. This time we must be certain before placing our trust in you. Contact will follow when observations are complete. Now, I'm going to take a bit of an edited highlights approach now. I've just shown you how to build one factory. I'm going to build 6 more in the same way. Do you need to see me build them all in the same way? Probably not. The interesting question is where I'm going to build them, and for that I'm using a sophisticated database. Yeah, who am I kidding? It's Notepad. I'm just recording what is being mined out of what I've got here, and it turns out that aluminium is what I'm fairly consistently short of, so that's pretty much where I go. I've been to Oberon, hitting up Tethys next, because there's more aluminium there. It's nice if I can get one more of these. You can't get 2 more of these after Oberon because planets all 3 of these are rare. But yeah, I'm just going where the aluminium is mostly, and you want to build these extra factories. You want to get it done in a hurry because, you know, every factory you build makes you stronger. It's bringing more materials in, which lets you build drones faster, which lets you hold off the enemy faster. So that's what I'm doing. It's not very interesting, except of course for the fights. Triton under attack. So here is a dirty trick. We set course to Neptune. So you want 52 now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fight until I only have 60. Sorry. Until I'm down to 140, I think. Maybe 163. I'm going to have Uranus blast its drones at Neptune. I'm going to make sure Neptune isn't blasting them back. So then I just pick up the drones and return to Triton. So that lets me fight slightly more efficiently. It's not a huge deal, but, you know, it's important to be building these drones faster than I'm losing them. That was a rough one. Greetings, friend. We believe we can trust you and request your assistance in a project to our mutual benefit. Many ago, we sent a gift to the Methanoids, a gift of great power and importance. Sadly, they dissembled it in an attempt to understand the technology. This would actually be transmuted. A great mistake. Our scanners tell us that the segments are scattered among 8 stars in your galaxy. We shall inform you of their exact location as we detect them. So what's actually going to happen is that every time we clear out Methanoids from one of these solar systems, we get told where a MacGuffin is. Okay. So this is how we defend with... Well, really? They can't quite send a proper attack yet? Well, it doesn't matter. The principle is the same. Set course to Neptune. So the idea is we'll chip a little bit off them each time. We actually get 6 fights here. So I think we're looking to do something like that. I think we've already overdone it a bit, but who really cares? Now we have to make sure the spare drones end up at Neptune. And also that Neptune is not at that exact moment sending to Uranus. We actually don't quite have enough. But next time we will stomp them hard. Still, the idea is sort of sound. We're ready for our first this is a long boy, isn't it? Our first interstellar warship. Slight awkwardness here. Need to put an admiral in here. We also need a full fuel tank. So where is the fuel? I guess Ganymede and Neptune will be the first volunteers. Still not enough. The moon. Now I think we just have to watch. Ooh, Phoebe. And I think needs to be told. We've got 74 iOS drones, and as for star drones, we have a big fat 0. But production is very slowly starting up. See, this is not going to be fast, because if we look at the star drone, yeah, it takes 300 of all these compared to the iOS drone, it takes 120. So it consumes... It eats up 2.5 times the materials. We also want to have a buffer of, I'd say, about 100 iOS drones. That's to help fight off the next attack. Okay, well that's not a problem, we've got that. Right, but this time... Triton to Neptune, Triton to Neptune. This time I think I can demonstrate the correct way to fight these guys. So we get 6 fights, so what we do is okay, abort that because we are losing quite badly there. So I think we let ourselves get beaten down to about 180. Then resupply. Go back. Yeah, I think I'll let myself lose 15 drones each time now. Final set of fights. It wasn't bad. I only lost about 100 drones and killed 200. So looking at the star drones, yeah, Oberon and Phoebe. Of all places. So yeah, you'll notice the fleet power, 100 from 10. Star drones are more powerful, but of course they're much more expensive. So I'm not going to waste them on defense. I'm going to, use them to take over other solar systems. Because Proxima is going to be first on the list for various reasons. But this, I guess, is the good part, the reward for hard work. Yeah, I can just watch as the factories start cranking out more drones. Right, so yeah, Neptune and Leda. So I hope we're making enough iOS drones, but if we're not, I can fudge that later. Actually, yeah, I think I kind of need to fudge that now. .63 iOS drones. Maybe half that many star drones. Yeah, Callisto. And Calabus. Yeah, this is one thing I like about this game. Once you set up stuff, you just watch it work. So currently, got a maxed out set of orbital factories in the solar system, all mining useful stuff, and hopefully turning out that's actually more than we need, so Neptune under attack. Oh, we only get defended 4 times then. So I think we need to fight till we're at 173. Okay, so we lost 17. Then beaten down to 141. Lost 17 and then we lost 24. Lost another 27. So yeah, still got plenty of drones. Okay, yeah, milestone of sorts. Okay, so current status then we have full fleet of star drones and I think enough iOS drones to face the next attack. So that, I think, is a good place to end it. I mean, the consolidation rebuild part of the game is now done, and I'm ready to take the fight to the Methanoids in all these other solar systems, starting with Proxima. So see you next time.